Right, hello and welcome everybody to what is a very cold Virgin Media Park today, although not too much wind, but it's definitely nippy, especially up here in the commentary box. But it's going to be an absolute cracker of a game today in front of us, with Dolphin hosting Belfast Harlequins, second versus fourth in the league. And before we get into the nitty-gritty of everything, we've got a few words here with club captain Craig O'Connell, who's been a late dropout of the squad today. So Craig, how are you doing?
Great, Owen, thanks. Yeah, absolutely. I said I'd give you a few minutes of my time because these things have been brilliant. Even my own cousin there living in Australia, it's great for him to be able to tune into these things, so we appreciate what you're doing. Absolutely.
It's unfortunate you're not in the squad today now. You've had an absolute flyover season so far, 9 tries to your name this season. You're just one off the record of chucking for tries of the season.
Yeah, they're all numbers, but no, look, it's been a great year. As you've probably noticed, there's a freshness there of new lads. The coaching setup, has even kind of adapted, and it's just brilliant. It's an all-round great year, enjoyable. We're winning our home games. We need to travel better, but all around it's a fantastic atmosphere to be a part of. There's so much positivity, and there's great competition there. So yeah, I took a knock last week, but really confident in the lads that's there today to get the job done. Yeah.
To be back to give him a boost later on in the season again, do you think?
Say that again?
Will you be back to give him a boost later on again in a couple of weeks?
No, look, it's a knock. I'll get it right, and hopefully I'll be back there in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, all is good.
And just one of the things, I know you've been mentioning tries all season. You've been battling away with Cameron O'Shaughnessy. I know he got a try there last week up in Ballyclare, so
yeah.
You're now level one more for either of you. Will put you a clear second for most tries at the club. Do you reckon he might get one today?
Hopefully not, but no. There's good competition there, and it's them things are healthy. As I said, they're all numbers, but I suppose if you can contribute, to the team's performance with tries and stuff like that, I suppose that's the aim of the game. But no, look, it's great, yeah. And
a final word from you this done, Sam Boyle, who'll be slotting in a 12 to take your place. I know he's come back after missing a lot of season with injury, and he had a good couple of games there in the wing, HIA against Ballyclare, but he's made it back today. What do you reckon he can do at 12 today?
Yeah, Sam, I was rooming with Sam last week, and I started out here in Dolphin with Sam. Sam was an extremely good player. He's tough, he's hard. He's kind of one of these fellas that can play anywhere in the back line, so I've absolutely no doubt he'll give what he always gives today.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Craig. I'll let you get back to give a hand with the duties to be on Waterboy today. And also alongside me today, it's great, I've got so many people with me today, is Max from Belfast Harlequins. Everyone just say a quick hello.
Hi Owen, how are you?
I know it's been a crazy season, and I know I've been deep diving into my stats, that I know we're kind of forming a bit of a healthy competition between the two sides. How do you reckon you're faring so far this year, and how are you feeling coming into today?
Yeah, well, Harlequins are performing well so far this season. We're sitting number 2 in the league. I think in regards to performance in this division, if you win your home matches, you're always in with the shouts. And there's a magical 35 points that you always want to gain in order to fend off any potential for relegation. And we're there now. So that monkey is off our back. We're not going to go down. Now, what we want to do now is that we want to either win the league or enter in the playoffs. And we've got a couple of very tight games to come. This is obviously going to be the tightest game against Dolphin. It was a very, very close match in Belfast some weeks ago, whereby we came out victors by a few points, and it's just going to be very tight. We're missing a couple of boys here as well, which is unfortunate. So the pack's a little bit smaller than usual, and just looking at the Dolphin pack there, it looks very big, very strong. So I think we're going to be up against it today. Yeah,
we'll look into the squads there in a minute. I know there's a couple of notable players missing, but and you mentioned as well the how tight the league is and the important fixtures. Like, you had one game against Ballyclare, which has been called off, so you're still awaiting that one, and that'll be an absolute crucial game, especially as it'll be, I know it'll still be up north, so it won't be as far as a travel. I can't remember if you're home or away for that one, but that one game in hand could prove crucial when you're just sitting a couple of points behind Middleton. A win there could put you top of the league again, could it?
Yeah, it could. No, the game was obviously called off because of the weather. I can't remember whether it was a storm or whether it was flooding. I'm not too sure what. But yes, we do have a game in hand. We're 2 points behind Middleton at this point in time. If we got 5 points against Ballyclare, even 4 points against Ballyclare, or even 2 points, then we could be top of the table. So it is very, very tight. There's 3-4 sides there that could win the league, and hopefully we'll be one of them.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more. And I know being in a similar position to you, we both went down unfortunately last season. We're both trying to push for our way back up. And if I look back actually, just in the last couple of games we've played, I've been doing my little deep dive of research this week. Earlier, the reverse fixture earlier in the season actually finished 32-21, which was, I think, your biggest win of the season and our biggest defeat. But crucially, what that game showed was just how strong you were, especially at home. But there was a couple of different changes from that team, notably Matt Barry played, Darragh Sullivan played, who aren't in the squad today. Well, Darragh Sullivan's on the squad, Matt Barry had a fine game, but Cameron O'Shaughnessy had also put out injured in the warm-up, so we were missing a few. The front row was quite different. But even for you, it was the fast start you had, which has been actually quite a crucial thing here in Virgin Media Park this season. Every game we've had has had a try within the first 5-10 minutes, which has really set the world alight. And you were, I think, was it 20 points up very early in the game, which kind of helped you. So are you looking for something similar today?
Well, always in an ideal world, you would love to be 20 points up in the first 5-10 minutes. I can't see that happening today. Dolphin look big, look strong, playing at home. Our boys have travelled 5 hours to get down here to play a game of rugby, so it's a big ask, but they'll throw everything at it. There's no doubt about it. There's one thing that has typified the Harlequin side this season. It's got a real strong desire and will to win, and match after match they come back in the last 5 minutes and secure victory. So it's been an interesting season.
Absolutely. When we look at the two teams, I think there's 60 points difference between the two clubs this season. Dolphin better. Dolphin scored 5 tries more and conceded 4 less, and only 4 points difference between them in terms of points conceded. So it's an absolute, they're very similar on paper. And as you mentioned, you keep winning 3 of the 4 away victories you've had this season, having by 2 points or less. So we look at it, and again, just to go back again as we speak with the last couple of games, I'll give you a quick run through the teams then. Like it was 21-19 here last in October 23, 38-34, an absolutely heartbreaking game up north last season. I remember being there myself.
Yes.
We thought we'd won in the last minute just for you to win it again in the last minute. And in that day, actually, Dolphin went down to 13 at one point. But we'll see how we go. But we'll just quickly, before the players come out, we'll go through the team lineups now. As you mentioned, from the two sides that played in the reverse fixture, a couple of changes, and especially from last week. So today we've actually got a couple of last-minute calls. Finn Cowig has pulled out sick this morning, so starting at number 1 for Dolphin today would be Dave Byrne, making appearance number 95. Number 2 will be Phil Dowling, and completing the front row will be Tom Sheehan. I know Phil will be ever so excited when we found out the stat this morning. He's level on tries for the club with Munster great and Ireland player Niall Scannell, so he'll be looking to get 4 of his own today, he said to me. In the second rows, we've got Brian and Dave O'Mahony, the brothers starting today for the second time this season. I think they'd done it over 10 times last season. Number 6 is Owen Sheehan, 7 James Vaughan, and number 8 John Fitzgerald. Unfortunately, no Matt Barry, who I think is out for a little bit of a spell, and we wish him well. I think he's got a meniscus injury, so he's been in flying form, especially in the previous game. At 9, we swap again, so Darryl Foley's in place of brother Ryan. I think some stat was given to me, 65, there's been 67 games we've played since COVID, and of the 65 of those, it's been either Ryan or Darryl playing at 9, so ever present in the squad, and his experience is always incredible. Cap 155 for him today. Cameron O'Shaughnessy at 10, Dara Buckley 11, as you mentioned, Sam Boylan at 12 for Craig O'Connell earlier on, Scott Sexton at 13, Carl Waterman 14, and Jordan Soley at 15. And I think I must double check the subs, but from my recollection, I believe it's Cian Scott at 16. We'll have Johnny Leahy on the bench, Ryan Foley, Darragh Sullivan, and Richie Heaslip. So a lot of experience in the Dolphin squad today. I think 5 of the 5 players in the squad today are in the top 10 appearances for the club, so a lot of experience to come off the bench. Now we're just going to the Belfast Harlequins team. We've got here as the players come out. Number 1, Stephen Hunter. Number 2, Stephen Weir, who scored twice in the reverse fixture. He'll be one to keep an eye on. Number 3 is a new signing, Ben Porter. You might like me and him in a minute. Played underage for the USA, ex-UCD player. At 4 is Jazz Andres. 5, Patrick Hall. 6, Ollie McCauley. 7, Eddie Garrett. 8, Christian Benison. Number 9 is another exciting player to keep an eye on, is Ross Cadzo, who just came over from Scotland. Luke Graham at 10. Daniel Bennett at 11. Ben Power 12. Adam Bennett 13. Tane Hotham 14. And Mark Glover 15. And I'll just ask quickly, those 2 players I mentioned, I know 2 players who were crucial in the previous fixture were Scotty McClelland and the number 8, what was his name? Joel Dundas, who's been in flying form. Are the 2 lads injured? How are the team going to cope without them today?
Scott McClellan's injured. He wrecked his ankle there some weeks ago. It's going to take another 2 weeks for him to get back on the park again. Joel is away. He's travelling at this point in time, and he won't be back until the end of the season. So he's a big miss. He's a big loss.
But it'll be nice as well to have a couple of the new players coming in. Like I mentioned, Ross Cadzo will be a huge man coming in from Scotland with a lot of experience and skill behind him. But we'll get this game underway as ball goes in. It'll be comfortably into the hands of Brian O'Mahony to get us started. Close towards the edge of the pitch. We'll see now how fast both teams can settle into today's game. I'm not sure if you want to stay with me and hold on for the game if you're going to go down and watch it yourself, but I appreciate all the help, Max, and good luck to you. Right, Darryl Foley on the ball here at the base of the ruck. He's going off for the box kick as we always do and see how much of a breeze there is for today. Well taken there by Carl Waterman, and Dolphin will head that ball just under the halfway there and in and out. Now, ball in the hands of Brian O'Mahony again. Get involved early on, is he today? Carried from Phil Dowling. Fast hands looking from Dolphin. There's a chance out wide here. Cam Shocks unfortunately gone behind Sam Boyle. Bit of a scramble and it's loose still. And who's claimed that one? It looks like it was gone forward there as John Fitzgerald trying to claim it, and this doesn't look good. Not the start Dolphin looking for at all. I think he went to try pick that ball up off the floor and just got a knock to the shoulder, and I don't know if his shoulder, with his injury record, it's going to be the best thing, but hopefully he'll be okay. Making his 111th appearance today is John Fitzgerald. 13 tries for him. I believe he's tied 11th for most. He's tied 10th for most tries for the club. Seeing a few comments. Great to see Frankie Soley again, as he's always watching from Greymouth. But as we mentioned, tries coming away from the last couple of matches against Enniscorthy, we had an absolute flyer, and then the previous game where we were defeated by Ballyclare, there was a couple of tries there, as you mentioned. Cameron O'Shaughnessy got to try number 19 for the club with his third of the season, and we also had Darryl Foley get his first of the season, but interestingly he now has 16 tries for the club, which moves him ahead of Rob Reardon, and he's now tied 7th with one of the Dolphin coaching staff, Eamon Mills. Yeah, and just confirmation, the subs. You have Cian Scott at 16, Johnny Leahy at 17, Darragh Sullivan 18, Richard Heesip at 19, who we might actually see come on sooner than expected, and Ryan Foley at 20. But it's good to see that John Fitz is up. Oh, it mustn't have been his shoulder, looking at this now. Yeah, hopefully he'll be okay. He's a massive presence, is John Fitz. We've seen him so much this season. Every kickoff comes into him. He's a big carrier of the ball, is he? And he'll get his plaudits as he makes away, and we'll have Richie Heesip, who'll have some big shoes to fill, but certainly a player who can mould into that shape for a future number 8 for the club. Still under 20s is Richie Heesip. 9 appearances to his name, just the one sub appearance this season in the first round against Bruff. Fantastic display against Charleville for the seconds a couple of weeks ago. He's certainly one for the future. Now it's going to be a big setup for the first scrum of the day. It will be a big shift for both front rows as John Fitz gets an applause, as he always earns. Hopefully he's okay. It's a good scrum from both sides, and it's a bit of contesting there at the break, but it's fine, and Belfast Harlequins will come away with the ball there now, and a chance here for Graham at 10 to poke through. And immediately James Vaughan looks to be over that, and he's earned a penalty for Dolphin. An incredible result. The first real test of the Dolphin defence didn't really seem like much, as Vaughan has taken that one on his own. Made that one very easy for today's referee, Brian Bennett. Hopefully he won't have too many difficult decisions to make. Good touch found there from Jordan Soley. It brings play just inside the Belfast half. But as Max was mentioning as well, in the pre-match comms, the Dolphin pack certainly looks big, is full of experience, with Dave Byrne on 95 caps, Dave Manny on 178. But it's going to be a serious battle in the front rows. 2 different front rows from the previous fixture. So we'll see. Went cleanly for Dolphin this occasion. First chance for Sam Boyle to crash that one up, and he makes some good yardage on it. Fast ball, but no one seems to be on it. It's been gathered up by Cameron O'Shaughnessy, but again he's behind the gain line. Some good pressure from that Belfast defence. Number 12 there, Ben Power right up on him. Dolphin will try and reset, see for another carry there from DB. Looks like Darrell's going to eye up the box there and see what kind of distance he can get in this. Going to be comfortable, a lot of hang time on that one now. I think that's Ben Glover, as he's a strong player as Ben Glover. He scored early on in the reverse fixture and he's made through 2-3 tackles. It brings play up beyond halfway as we hear the little horn coming off from the stands. Loud voice in the stands here today. Graham again backing himself. He seems to be a fun carry of the ball. He's not much of a kicker, but we'll see now Cudrow will easily take over those duties, I'd say. He showed his kicking prowess over in Scotland. 67 points from the season over in the Scottish first tier. A little half break there, it seems, for Belfast. And our real chance is going to be tested. Dolphin defences are going to settle in this. Both teams are fans of working that ball wide, used to playing on an AstroTurf, so we'll see now what kind of stuff we can get from this. Dolphin maybe inching offside again there. Bit of a crossing there, and it's going to come in Dolphin favour. A little bit lucky there, because I reckon there was a bit of an offside. But as we can see early on, Belfast are certainly using that ball wide. They're looking at that man behind the pod just to try to stretch that Dolphin defence and really just make you think more than anything else. Second guess, get a hesitation, a little twist of the hips, and you can know then you can target your man on the weak shoulder. But again, Geordie will find his touch comfortably, and not as far this time, but still just inside that half. First take for Richie Heath at line-out time. Takes it comfortably, slots in lovely, and he's commanding his forwards. His Dolphins hit the ball, and they start getting going forward ball here now. Brian O'Mahony joins the back. Darrell Foley's trying to get at that ball, but it's still moving. He won't need it. It's moved 10 yards out. It's going towards 15 metres. Brilliant stuff from this Dolphin pack. The small has been so strong. We haven't seen much of it so far in the last couple of matches. Really working well, and Belfast just managed to slow it down now. Chance here. Dolphin going to go wide as Carl Wanham comes in around the back door, and he's going to step one. He's going to step a second. He's still moving as Carl brings play just towards that Belfast Harlequins 22. Now a little tip on carry here. Richie Heath takes that ball again. Good to see him throwing himself into the game so far. Brian O'Mahony, another carry. He's been very active so far as well today. Dolphin are going to probably try to snap this one back blind. No, Tom Sheehan's going to take it on. Another chance here, still blind. A lovely little pass from Cameron O'Shaughnessy, but the flick just didn't work, and it looks like it's gone forward into touch. So Belfast Harlequins will have the choice. But again, both sides really trying to push each other and press that ball wide and really bring the game rugby to the play some proper rugby today, which is what we like to see. Now, it is a very competitive first scrum. We'll see what happens this time. I know DB played against Belfast in the previous fixture. Tom Sheehan was on the bench that day. The only time he's been on the bench this season. He started every other game, actually. Phil Dowling missed that game. But they'll be up against some strong competition in Stephen Hunter and Stephen Weir. And it'll be a big test for Ben Porter in his 5th appearance for Belfast. And so far, Dolphin seem to be just having the edge in that scrum, but they can't earn anything from it. And it looks like Belfast are just going to clear their lines. It'll be time now for Jordan Soley to take this. Decide what he's going to do it. He's going to run it back, is he? It's a little bit isolated. Glover trying to get over that one, it seems. Slow ball at the breakdown here. Just Dolphin trying to set their shape again. But Brian O'Mahony's been carrying very well so far. Brings play again into just over the halfway line. A good 2 or 3 metre carry there now. So here, Ger Hodge with his hindmost foot call. Not a game goes without it. A good box kick, and unfortunately, despite the best efforts of Daniel Bennett, that one's gone into touch, and he's going to have carried it in as well, so it'll be a Dolphin ball. So a nice little bonus for Dolphin. Now we'll have to see, will there be contest in the air? Will they try and just defend this maul? Will Dolphin go for the maul? Will they try to switch up on this occasion? Matt Barr's been a strong card in the lineup this season, but we also have Owen Sheehan, who's been brilliant. Richie took the last one well. Looks like it's going to Richie again. And it's not gone to hand, unfortunately, so it's been turned over here, and Belfast have a chance here. It's a bit loose. Luke Graham on the ball. He's going to go for the back door. Looks like he's going to try to fit his ball wide now. Ben Power on the ball. Taken down well from Sam Boyle. Shot up well, and a brilliant stuff from that Dolphin defence. Was that Richie Heesop who's over there early? Fantastic. Richie's been everywhere since he came on. And I think, captain for today, Brian O'Mahony, immediately points to the post as Jordan Soley's going to take his first effort. Good strike. Oh, but it's just hit the post and it's gone over still. I want to see that one again because even I missed that. Did that bounce on the ground and go over the bar? That was incredible from Geordie. He definitely meant that. That's absolutely going up in the socials during the week. He's hit the post. It's come back down and bounced and gone over the bar then. And it's 3-0 to Dolphin, and that's going to be Jordan Solly up to 114 points for the season. That's certainly not something you see every day. Now, kickoff goes straight to Brian O'Mahony again. Again, pushing towards the edge. Our Belfast on those restarts. This time it's Dave O'Mara carrying. Vaughney and Heaslip pushing him on. Darrell's eyeing up a box, I think. Geordie there sitting in the pocket to cover. Are going to be a little bit of rotation difference in this occasion, and Geordie's going to hit this one straight down the middle of the pitch, but there's time, and unfortunately in trying to pick this up, Ben Glover's dropped that one forward. And it looked like on that occasion that Belfast had plenty of lads in the pocket, but unfortunately, in just getting that pick up, Ben Glover, it didn't work out too well for him. But good things so far from both sides. We're really seeing Graham is running that ball a bit well. Ben Power as well has got a good run on him. We can see both wingers. We've seen Carl Waterman and Daniel Barrett just coming in off their wings, helping sprint that ball wide. Richie Heesop off the bench has had a great game so far. Brian O'Mahony you keep mentioning as well. So we'll see how these guys get on as the game progresses. Time now, scrum down. It's a very 50-50 scrum here, but it's gone down on that occasion actually. Looked like it was on this near side with Tom Sheehan going up against Ben Porter. Yes, I know he'll be up against Stephen Hunter, my apologies. Not really too sure what happened there. But again, I'm a back, or I was a back, so I'd never know anyways. Bit more sturdy in this occasion, and it's coming out from the back of the ruck as Heesop takes it and pops it to Darrell Foley. Now Geordie's coming in, he's going to dummy the pass, he's going to take on one. Now we're just outside that 22. Chance here to build some phases and put some pressure on this Belfast Harlequins defence. Now ball out towards Cameron O'Shaughnessy, he's going to fizz that back door towards Sam Boyle out wide to Scott Sexton's going to skip pass out towards Darrell Buckley on the wing. Lightning on the feet is Darrell Buckley. Dara going to try to snap it back in. Again, we're going width to width, it seems, coast to coast. Tom Sheehan this occasion takes a nice tip on and carries it towards the 22. It's a bit slower this time from Darrell Foley. Takes his time, tells us forward to where he wants him. James Vaughan this occasion was the one who's barking at. Not completely sealed there, clearly slower ball. Brian O'Mahony's going to be on it again. Now Dave O'Mahony will pop that one back door. Looks like Dolphin really trying to fizz this one wide. Likes the loop there from Cameron Vaughan. A good dinking behind, there's nobody there. It seems who's the ball's going to go to. It looks like it's going to be the hands of Darren Buckley. Taking it just 5 minutes short, but the offer is there for Scott Sexton. Is he over? He might be held up here, I think. It's going to be held up for a goal line drop, but that came from nothing. And again, we've seen this a few times from Cameron Shocks this season. He's very good at just spotting a little gap in behind, a nice little wrap round. We're seeing Dolphin are working very well with the little back doors off that first receiver, or off the first man in the pod. Coming on this occasion from Dave Manny back to Cam, a nice little quick little Johnny Sexton-esque loop with James Vaughan, just to try and suck the defence up flat so he can kick that ball in behind and make that space. Oh, kick's not gone far. It's been blocked down by Phil Dowling, and Sluisby's gotten on the ball. Graham's kick not going where he wanted now. It's going to be in the hands of James Vaughan, who skips past the first one, bursts through the second, gets the offer to Richie. He's the 5 minutes short now. Looks like Belfast might be over that, but Owen Shee's there to clear the ball out. Now Brian O'Mahony tries to get the tip on to Campbell, doesn't work. Will he get the pop off? No. He's going to take it. He's going to back step it himself, and he's going to run on his own. Again, Brian O'Mahony carrying again. So many carries from him today so far. Bit slower and more set up this time. James Vaughan with the carry. Roll around that same side, and looks like Phil Dowling is going to decide where to go, and then he decides to go for it on his own. Same way, Dolphin really just trying to suck in the defence. Carl Waterman never knows where he's going to go when he gets the ball, but he's going to drink around the same player 2 times there. And Darren with the skip over the ball, goes over to Darren Buckley in the corner. He's over for the try of the game. Jeez, came so fast, couldn't keep an eye on myself. Looks like Dolphin were really trying to stretch this Belfast Harlequins defence, and when the ball came down after a nice little goose step there from Carl Waterman, Darrell Foley just throwing the skip pass over the top, and sure, Darrell Buckley just had to fall over the line really in the corner to extend Dolphin's lead for his 4th try of the season. And early on, we're starting to see a little bit of a different game plan from Dolphin. They're really pushing edge to edge today. Really using that middle man of your pod to just put it back door and spin it wide. Just trying to expose some gaps, inside steps and inside weak shoulders from the Belfast Harlequins defence. And now Jordan Sully will step up for his first conversion of the game. Unfortunately, he doesn't make it this occasion. It's not going to be as incredible as his previous attempt. So it's going to be Dolphin 8, Belfast Harlequins 0. Jordy will be looking to get a conversion today though, and he hopefully will, given Dolphin's record at home, having scored 27 out of the possible 30 points in the league at home this season. Jordy's now currently tied 5th place for the most conversions for the club with Conor Manny at 29, so we'll be hoping to cross the 30 mark today. Bit of a longer kickoff this time, but again, Brian O'Mahony carries that one in comfortably. Darrell's been plenty busy. Pops over to Dave O'Mahony. Strong carry from him this time. Looks like we're going to snap it behind. Are we going to go blind, it seems? We're going to go back door again to Jordy. He's going to clear the ball. Nice little spiral down the middle of the pitch. And it looks like Belfast Harlequins have plenty of players in the backfield, so they might try to spark some kind of counter-attack from this. Glover on the ball, tries to give it off to Graham. Give it to Hotham. Hotham out wide. Who's on the ball now? They bring ball into the 22. See where they can go with a first chance to attack of their own here now. A bit slower, but he's gotten the backdoor option. It's going to be number 20 there, carrying well. They're making some good yards from their carry so far. Belfast a real chance now to test this Dolphin defence. Ben Glover again, a big hit there from Sam Boyle. Looks like Richard Heathams over that one immediately, but he's not able to get his hands on the ball. Stopping a bit of momentum as Cameron Shoxley shot up there to stop that pass as well. He's done very well. And it just seems that Graham just seems to be ever so slightly a bit like Sam Prendergast-esque, you could say. Dilly-dallying on the ball just to try and suck in that defence as much as he can before he gives the pass. Going on his own again, so he is taken to ground. Just kind of going back and forth around that 15-metre line, in that 15-metre zone. Slow at the breakdown again, though. Not as ideal as they'd want. Opting this man to take the runner. Around the corner again we go. So it's a lost forward. It's going to be in the hands of Phil Dowling. And the Dolphin defence has stood up to the test on this occasion. We'll see now, can they set some kind of counter-attack? There's nobody home here. It's going to go out wide. Cam spins it out towards Brian O'Mahony. Darragh Buckley now will get that ball down the field. And he's going to follow up himself. And looks a good kick. Chase on his own here. Brian O'Mahony going with him. Now, will he get Ben Glover down? He's a good runner as Ben Glover, and he does. He gets him down just around halfway line. A big urge from the crowd long from this as well. A big crowd here today supporting the club, as you always love to see. Quick pop on now, and Belfast have a little carry their own. Ball in the hands of Ben Power. He's going to go for the ball inside. Looks like it's going to be there from nothing. And Ross Cudjoe going to be over here, is he? He tries for the offload, and it's going to be there in the hands. He's going to be under the post, Sir Belfast. Seemingly caught Dolphin napping there in the counter-attack. Just seemed to be a gap exploited there as Darragh Buckley was on the chase. And all of a sudden, Carl Waterman comes back to get the tackle, I should say, on Ross Cudjoe. But only Darragh Buckley was caught too far ahead of the ball. And it looks as if that was, number 10, I think, was Luke Graham with an easy run in very close to the post as well to bring Belfast right back into this game. And I reckon the Dolphin defence will be a little bit disappointed with that. The Belfast attack didn't seem too much of a threat, but definitely want to keep an eye on in open play. Now, we'll see who's going to be kicking, as Luke Graham hasn't really been kicking much for Quins this season, but he seems to be the man at the tee now. So his first attempt of the day, we'll see what he can do. My apologies, actually number 12, Ben Power, who scored and will be kicking. And he slotted himself. So Ben Power for 7 points for himself today. He's kicked the most penalties for Quins this season. He was their player of the year actually last year. Former Ulster 19s player. Also, well, not the same time, but the Bennett brothers, Adam and Daniel, also played under 19 for Ulster Schools in 2022. Throwing all those facts as I can. So it's now Dolphin 8, Belfast Harlequins 7. Now Jordy goes along with the restart in towards that Belfast Harlequins 22. And Cudjoe will immediately get that ball clear with a bit of a low kick. And it'll find its way towards touch. I think just inside the Dolphin half as well, actually. It's not too bad of a return from not the cleanest strikes from Cudjoe. Or Cadzo, I should say. The line has been functioning very well so far, and what has been a strong performance all season from Dolphin. Let's see here now. Heasip coming up and gets it. Ball out towards Brian O'Mahony. He's going to try and put those legs to work and move fast as he can. Around the corner then comes James Vaughan. With him is Dave O'Mahony. Get that clearance. Right, hands out. Chance for Dolphin. Cameron going inside to Dave Byrne. Everyone getting involved today now. Dolphin's really looking for those quick breaks, but unfortunately well kept in there from Carl Waterman. Almost out in touch, went behind one or two players, but Carl Waterman, he's broken through tackle. He's going to make a break here now. Is Carl inside the 10. He's got 4 men on him. He tries to get the offload Sam Boyle, but unfortunately doesn't go to hand. He's a very dangerous player, is Carl Waterman. The moment he gets the ball, he doesn't know what he's going to do with it, never mind anybody else. And unfortunately, well, Ben Glover, it seemed, when he took down to the floor, too many rolls, but it's going to go back for the original knock-on in the pass from Carl to Sam Boyle, and it'll be a put into the scrum for Belfast. Referee just seeming to clear up a few queries for the front row. Bit tough to see what's going on from up here, but actually no, it just seems like someone's tying their laces. It's all mind games in the scrum. As we have a moment, we'll just say we've got a lovely figure of people tuning in, which is always great to see. But we'd be curious to find out for once, if you wouldn't mind leaving a comment just to let us know where you're all from, actually. I'd be very curious. As we see Joel Dundas watching on, supporting the lads. Right. Clean take there at the back of the scrum there for Belfast Harlequins. Going to run from inside the 22, it seems. Call for crossing from the Dolphin side, but it didn't look clean enough for me anyways. And Brian Bennett would have been in agreement. Now, they're going to try build phases, it seems, from deep, but it looks like Dolphin got hands on the ball, but deemed to have done so illegally from the referee. James Vaughan getting a talking to, actually didn't seem happy with that decision at all. He's already won himself 1 or 2 penalties today, so I think Bennett just making sure he knows who's in charge. But an easy out now for Belfast, and Luke Graham will try and get us out, or will get Belfast out. Bring him into the Dolphin half if he can. Which he does just about. Now we'll see what Belfast Harlequins can do with their own attacking line out. Looks going towards the back, but unfortunately he's not gone to hand. Phil Downing's there to claim it. He's going to run and take it 6, 7, 8 yards, is he? Eventually taken to ground. Now Vaughan is nominating himself. Interference with the 9 being called from Dolphin, but it's been playing on. A very animated crowd here today. It's going to be making my job very easy to know what to say. Can just repeat them. Now Vaughan with another carry. Again, reloaded very fast. Dolphin have an advantage here. Looks like for an offside. Looks to be going against either number 9 or number 13, but plenty calls from I think actually against both sides for the offside. And it'll be right in front of the post. So I wonder now, will Jordan Soley try and just eke out that lead a little bit more? No. Dolphin are back in their forwards, back in the pack, and we're going to go to the corner and try for the full 7. And it's a good ball from Jordy as well. Inside that Belfast Harlequins 22, and a good chance for an attacking platform here from Dolphin. We've seen already today they're maul strong when they can get that set up. Phil Downing's a very accurate thrower. We'll see now what they can do with this one. Phil Dowling earning his what we're going to call his 50th appearance today, and I'm going to keep saying it's his 50th appearance until his wife and kids come out to celebrate that with him. Now taken cleanly at the back from Owen Sheehan, and Dolphin go for the maul as we predicted. Belfast set up an initial shove to defend it, and it looks like it's going sideways rather than forward, but slowly it's still moving. Step by step it seems. Darrell trying to get his hands in, command a little bit. Referee's called once, but it's going forward now again. Back towards the corner, it's again. Options here for Darrell. He's going to fin it wide now. Cameron steps inside, he's spotted a gap, he's going to go zone. Cameron O'Shaughnessy, and he's over for 5 points. Is Cameron. Try number 20 for Cameron O'Shaughnessy in his Dolphin career. Takes him clear second for most tries for the club, ahead of Craig O'Connell. And he seems to just spotted, the 9 just committed himself, or Luke Graham unfortunately made the mistake there and committed himself to Darwin when he tried to pick the ball off the back. And she left a nice little gap there for Cam to run straight through and extend Dolphins' lead. Second try for the day for the club. And now Jordan Soley with the chance to slot the extras. And I was close there for a charge down, but he's got it. It's good. And that brings the score up to Dolphin 15, Belfast Harlequins 7. Now, the interesting thing about that is actually that's going to be Geordie's 30th conversion for the club, putting him ahead of Conor Manny, as you mentioned. Conor Manny with 29, Jordan Soley now with 30 conversions. Interestingly enough, though, Conor Manny shared his kicking duties when he was at the club for a few years with one Brendan Keary of Keary's Nissan, who are a big sponsor, and we always want to make sure we get the word in for them. So a big thank you to them. And now as we approach, well, we're well over the halfway stage of this first half. Just give you a quick update of the scores around the league. We can tell it. So 15-7 we lead here as Belfast Harlequins get us back underway. We'll go through this quickly. Enniscorthy lead Omagh 12-7 away from home. Tulmore and Monkstown are currently 7 apiece. Clonmel, who are in good form actually, are leading Ballyclare out in Ardguiha 14-3. They're very good in Tipperary, so they are. And Bruff are currently holding Middleton at 3-all. Now a big penalty earned there from who's Carl Waterman after a good chase there from Jordan Soli, the box kick. As I was distracted looking at the phone. A good take under pressure, but Carl Waterman was immediately over that, and a huge penalty for Dolphin. And that was a real chance to try and push Waller in form and get that momentum, keep them going for us. It seems so far that Dolphin are just edging ahead at the breakdown. A lot of the penalties coming from holding on, getting that. Just the big thing is the jackal. James Vaughan has been very good at that today. Carl Waterman showing his efforts there now. Bit of a switch up there now. Owen Sheen takes this one at the front. Dolphin going to go for the maul again. It's going towards the middle of the pitch. Brian O'Mahony joins from the back now, just give a bit of direction, a bit of power as they try and drive through. Where has that ball come out? It's on the floor. Ball's deemed as out, and Darren Foley's on that of his tackle to ground. Now Dolphin have to try to set some kind of structure with their forwards very fast. Let's see what they can do here. Looks like Dave Byrne's going to pick that one and carry with the fellow front rower, Tom Sheehan. Vonnie's going to lead that one for Darrell Foley's going to pop it towards Brian O'Mahony. Soaking those tackles into Belfast. A pop there from the side as James Vonnie spotted a gap here. Brings us well inside that 22. Good carry from Vonnie. Darrell going wide again, see what they do. Carl Waterman standing at the first receiver on that occasion. Scott Sexton will carry for himself. It's a spot again. They're really targeting that open pillar. Richie Heesop carrying this occasion. He's been taken in by 2 or 3 of them. Loose ball there. Owen Sheen picks up on this occasion. Anybody with them? No. Will Belfast be there to seal that? Darrell Foley tries to get over it. Seems fair and safe and secured. Now back towards Cam. He's popped it to Tom Sheen this time. Dolphin are whizzing those offloads out at open play. It's very hard to keep an eye on the ball, but looks like there's another infringement there. It's going to be a penalty for Dolphin in front of the post here. Not rolling away, it seems, but Dolphin are really putting the pressure on. They're going to take their points here as well as Geordie. It's very exciting rugby to watch. You can see the team just pushing that ball wide and really spreading it and trying to play a running game. Makes it very fun to watch, but hard to commentate over. We don't mind as long as we're scoring tries, which we are, and points. And Geordie will take the 3, easy as you like. Pushes out that lead a bit more now. Dolphin 18, Belfast Harlequins 7, an 11-point lead, which is a very welcome score coming towards the tail end of this first half. If you told me before we get have a good strong lead, I would have bitten the hand off. Especially considering the crucial thing between the sides up in Belfast just before Christmas was actually the early start from Quins. They went 20-0 up early on before Dolphin came back into it. Seem to be in a lot more control today, as they always are, it seems, actually, here in Virgin Media Park. Very strong home games this season. Now, as Graham gets us back in the way again, this time it's going to go towards Richie Heesop, who takes that ball very well. Darrell going up for a face before the box, it seems. Or is he going to go for the first time? He seems to be barking orders, instructions. He's going to go for the box, I think. Not really got the distance, but there's a lot of height. Who's going to be under this ball? Looks like nobody's going to be there. It's going to pop up for Carl Waterman, is it? Tough to tell, but I reckon the referee's going to give that one as a knock on. Yeah. Always a danger when no one claims that high ball as to where the hell it's going to bounce and who the hell's going to get underneath it. Again, another strong foundation from both sides. It's a very even scrum here today. Belfast seem to get the push on at that time, but they're going to run it. Ben Power on the ball this time. Backdoors it to Graham. Ben Glover on the ball has got a good carry out towards Tate Hotham. Brings ball just inside the Dolphin 10-metre line now. Good tip on there, it seems. Towards 6, was that Ollie McEachran? Or Ollie McCauley, I should say. Really trying to spread the ball here at Belfast Harlequins. Tom Shin trying to get the rip, but it hasn't worked. Seems gotten loose, he's trying to run out the way, but is he fast enough? Referee says no, and he's going to give the penalty. And Ross Codger tries to go for it. Looks like it's play going on now. Ball is live again now. Phil Dowling trying to go over, but he can't. It's a fight to secure this one's a real battle between the two teams in the breakdown today. Dolphins so far just edging it, but there seems to be a little bit of, I don't know, just it's not clean from Belfast, which nearly could work in their favour. Loose ball on that occasion, and the referee's going to go back for the knock on, it seemed, in the tackle, I think. You could tell Baum was away the way he was eyeing up that one, though, with the boot. But the difference so far today, I think, is in the breakdown. We see both teams are very even at set piece time. Belfast are defending the Dolphin maul, are just holding it off ever so slightly, not letting it get too far ahead. Scrum time, they're very even, but it just seems to be the work at the breakdown, which has been phenomenal from the Dolphin pack so far. Just Phil Dowling, notably, and as well as Richie Heaslip and James Vaughan, I suppose, they're the guys I keep seeing and keep mentioning, but there's the rest of the pack as well doing the grunt work. Thankless job. Just getting in, disrupting the ball, if not winning turnovers. Now, so Belfast Harlequins have the punt to the scrum, and it's straight up. But the first penalty at scrum time is going to go towards Belfast Harlequins. I think, is he saying not straight push? I'm not too sure of the rules now. I'm not a great man when it comes to scrum time. Often I feel like the referee just picks a penalty and goes for it. But Belfast will push for the corner. They want to get another try before half time just to kind of claw back that deficit if they can. Luke Graham goes for the corner, brings his about 12 metres out from the Dolphin line, I think, maybe. See now, they have some kind of maul of their own. They've been running the ball so far in the backs. Some pre-planned move we can see there. Patrick Hall is in the back line ready to receive that if needs be. But it's been disrupted by Richard Heaslip, so it won't matter at all. But who's going to be on the ball now? There's a fight on the floor between Darryl Foley and one of the Belfast Harlequins players. It's come out on the Belfast Harlequins side, so they have a chance here now. Pick and carry is going to be the meal of the day here, it seems. Just on the wrong side of the 5-metre line at the moment. Slow ball, and it looks like it's been knocked on as well. Dolphin in possession. Tom Sheen's going to go for it. He's going to run. He bounces off one. He bounces a second. He's brought to ground. Chance here for a counter-attack from Dolphin. Sam Boyle on the ball now. We're going to run it, it seems. Cameron Shoxley on the ball. Gives the ball towards Scott Sexton. Darragh Buckley out wide as he runs outside the 22. He beats one, gets the offload. Brings play just inside that 10-metre line. Darragh Foley's on that one. Spreads that ball wide towards Brian O'Mahony. Another soaked tackle there from Belfast. Not really dominant ones today now. Scott Sexton steps in the first fever this time, and he gets a penalty for a high tackle. And both sides are absolutely incredible, phenomenal stuff in the counter-attack. Very, very lively. Tom Sheehan, I think everyone kind of expected we'd go down, set up for the scrum, but give a proper ball and Akers to run, and he'll run all day long. Dreaming of being the man on the wing, so they are. Now, Jordy's kick brings us just inside that Belfast Harlequins 10-metre line. We'll see now Dolphin will have their own chance here now, line out. What can they do with this? We've had a few different options so far today. Will they go for Richie Heaslip at the back? I know they swap round. Heaslip and Sheen are both good jumpers. They're going short to Owen Sheen again, this time setting them all. Belfast Harlequins are doing very well to set up though, but It's not making lots of yardage, and Darryl Foley would say that's mine, and opt out the back, and Darryl Buckley's going to be on the ball. He snakes off and gets the offload towards Sam Boyle. Now there's a chance here, the number is wide. Can he get the pass away? He's running across. Jordan Sully's with him inside the 22. Jordan Sully's going to take on two of them, is he? He's taken down just a couple metres before the line. Now chance for Dolphin, and the ball's been stolen. It's going to be a penalty, and the referee's going to blow up, and he's going for the pocket, so he is. And it's going to be a yellow card. And I don't know what that was for, and it feels hard done by Do Belfast, but I reckon it might have been just because it was in the red zone. So yellow Belfast Harlequins down 10 for the down to 14 for the remainder of this half, and the start of the next one. I think that might be number 6 actually, Ollie McCauley. It is, yeah. So one less man at the breakdown, and Dolphin are going to go for the corner as they back themselves, especially as they have a man up now in the pack. We'll see now, can they maul this one over the line for try number 3. You can see now, all right, certainly that's 7 penalties alone in the first half towards Belfast Harlequins. So there was no warning, so they might have felt a little bit aggrieved, but you can see it's coming. Now this Dolphin maul is moving inwards, but not really too much forwards. It's going to be on a bit of rotation. Dolphin getting all the backs in there now as well. It seems like it's going to go to ground, but the ball is there, according to the referee. Darryl Foley's got his hands on it. Now he's going to have to go blind with camera shocks there. He's going to step inside. He's going to go for it on his own, is he? He is! Darryl Foley is over for try number 3. Dolphin just exploiting space around the fringes there. Camera Shoxy running blind was the only chance really. Bit of space made from Dave O'Mahony, and once he saw the eyes of the player ahead of him were looking up and not at him, he knew there was a gap there. He's going to run straight over. That's his second try of the season now, Darryl. Try number 17. Where does that put him? He now jumps Eamon Mills. It is now tied 5th with Barry O'Neill and Ryan Murphy. 507 points in the AL for Darryl Foley. Incredible achievement. And Jordan Soley will slot the extras, no problem to him at all. Dolphin lead 25 points to 7. And we'll give you one final score update just before half time, as Jordy has a little chat with the referee. So Enniscorthy at half time lead Oman 19 points to 7. Still 7-all as Tullamore host Monkstown. Ballyclare come back into a little bit. Clonmel lead them in Ardguiha 14 points to 10. And worrying a little bit for Middleton. 3-all away at Bruff. A longer kick-off this time inside the Dolphin 22. Carl Wallen will take that handy, but he'll carry it outside crucially. No chance to hit that one dead straight away. I reckon we'll get another phase from Dolphin here before we see a potential box kick from Darryl Foley. Yep, just as we thought. Not a clean strike though, but who's going to be under that one? Nobody. And it looks like it's going to be a line out here just outside the 22 for Belfast Harlequins. So I reckon this might be the last play of the half, because I'm being assured the time clock shown here today in Virgin Media Park is being accurate with its stoppages. So we'll see how long the referee decides to play on for, but this could be the last play of the half. And it's been spilled after pressure from the front, and Darryl Foley's going to run that ball into the touch. And there's a lot of talk from the crowd looking for a knock-on from Belfast Harlequins. A little chat from the referees. And he's going to give it as a knock-on. Some great pressure from the Dolphin line out so far today. It's a real 50-50 dog fight. But Dolphin just creeping, taking the edge so far. So we'll scrum it down 15 metres in, just on that 22-metre line. And I imagine what will happen here is that Darryl Foley will put that ball in and boot that ball into touch and get us out of here for a nice little breather. 21 points to his name now this season is Darrell Foley. As he takes the ball from the back of that scrum, he's going to bring it back towards Cameron O'Shaughnessy, who's going to put that one into touch. And that's going to be half-time here in Virgin Media Park. It's going to be Dolphin 25, Belfast Harlequins 7. Right, we're getting ready to go now to start the second half. Chance for both teams to kind of take a moment to reassess and see what's going on. Belfast still down to 14 men as a note. So see if Dolphin can exploit that just a little bit more before they go back to the full 15. Bit of a different start here from Belfast though. They've gone ball inside, it's going for a long ball down the middle of the pitch. Cameron Shock's going to go out now. I reckon he's going to thump this one up again. Indeed he is. Glover's going to be there on his own to cover that one though. No one seems to be up on him, so he's got loads of time. Off to the boot on his own. Jordan slowly be under that one comfortably. Now options with him. Will he carry it on his own? Yes, he will. He's a dangerous man from open play, is Jordy. Didn't make the ground on that occasion though. Now Dave Manny will take that one, a big dominant carry. The big thing we've seen today so far has been the dominant carries from the Dolphin pack actually. Carl Waterman steps inside one, spots some space there, and he's made a good 6-7 metres from that carry. Belfast Harlequins over the ball fast though. Take the first penalty of the half. And we're going to have time off there now for a little bit of an injury, I think. We'll just see, I'm not sure. It's a Belfast Harlequins player. Hooker, is it? Seems to be the hooker. But a great time now to be joined by a member of the Dolphin coaching panel.
Thanks,
Peter
Owen.
Scott, how are we doing? What do you think of the first half so far?
Well, the first half I thought was littered by errors from both sides, to be honest with you. I think we created plenty of opportunities, but our basics let us down. Too many balls didn't go to hand. Blind passes when we should have just maybe seen them into our teammates' hands, and that took away opportunities. Thankfully, we were patient. We clearly have a bit of a power advantage today, and we need to put that to use in the second half.
Absolutely. What do you think the crucial thing is so far? I know you mentioned power, just because we've seen so far that actually when Dolphin carry, it seems to be a lot of soak tackles coming from the Belfast Harlequins defence, and also the key issue seems to be at the breakdown, and we're getting in over the ball and getting our turnovers there.
Well, I think in fairness to Harlequins, one of the things they're really good at is the chop tackle, and so they're sitting waiting for that, but we picked that up from our last game against them, so our carries are more overs carries, and we're using a bit better footwork. We're trying to get outside them and power beyond that, and that's giving us reasonably clear possession without contest, whereas they're getting a little bit isolated, maybe not used to the 4G, just the speed that you have to get onto that breakdown, because the 4G, everything happens half a second faster than what you're used to.
Absolutely, and we can see both sides are really trying to bring, play rugby today though, because a lot of running from both sides. We haven't seen them kick too much. Are you set now for a plan for the second half, more of the same, or what were the kind of words you'd be saying to the guys at half time?
Well, basically, is not to leave them back into the game, that we need to go and impose ourselves, that we need to go and play. Too often this season, just before and just after half time, we've sort of allowed them an opportunity to test what they have, and really then you just get yourself into trouble. So it's just pressure, your foot's on their throat, and the idea of keeping going and maybe getting an early score.
Absolutely, we can see as well, because just like Middleton have been this season, Belfast have taken a lot of their points towards the end of the game, so trying to close the game out early.
Yeah, and you can see the way they want to play. I mean, their 15's a smashing player. He's so dangerous from broken play, and they're trying to get the ball into those wide channels, isolate guys on one-on-ones, and they're lovely footballers. So, we spoke about that at half time. They're a good footballing side. They just don't seem to have the power they had in Belfast today when we play them. And of course, we've got at their line out a little bit as well, which has taken away their first phase.
Unfortunately, Vaughn trying to go over to steal that ball, but it just didn't go in his favour.
Yeah, maybe just slightly side entry. It looked like a good piece of play, but in fairness, the referee's closer than we are. He's
been very good for those poach today, though. So thank you very much, Peter, and we'll let you go back down again.
Thanks very much. Take care.
Cheers, Scotty. Thank you. Right, so unfortunately, it looks like another ankle injury, this time towards a Belfast Harlequins player. Now, I don't have number 21 down, so I'm going to have a quick guess and say that was Stephen Hunter, actually. Could have been, because Stephen Weir is listed as number 2, and he's still on the pitch. And I do believe that 21 was actually propping, or he was in that front row. So hopefully he was okay, and we'll see who's come on in his place. It will be one of Alex Pybus or Cameron Hillis. But when we mention our ankle injuries, we know the first half, just to give you a little bit of an update, it looks like John Fitzgerald has hopefully just tweaked the ligament in his ankle. So we wish him the best, and hopefully he won't be out for too long. But this maul has been very well disrupted by Dolphin, and it looks like The ball has been spotted as playable by the referee, so we'll see what's going to come from this. It's very slow coming back though. No 9 there, so Hawthorne will step up the base to build that ball towards Ben Power. See how fast his Dolphin defence can fold. Patrick Hall now, he's going to have to do a lot of the work with Ollie McCauley out in the bin. Or actually, I think he's come on back again, so Belfast back up to the full 15. Luke Graham opting for a carry on his own again. He's been doing that a couple of times today. Now a real chance for Belfast, for Quins, just to try and get a score early in the second half to really get themselves back into the game, which, as we were seeing from Scott, is the last thing we'd want from a Dolphin perspective. Some good carries coming in though, and we'll see what Dolphin can do now. Their defence has been holding strong enough so far. A good, more dominant tackle there, seems from Dave O'Mahony. Got a bit of help as well. They're going to try flash it wide though on the blind side. Hawthorne on the ball. Soaked up by a couple of Dolphin players now. Vaughan trying to get in that top of the ball, and he has, it looks like. The referee's going to tell him to leave it though. Backdoor this time to Graham, and they're going to try and spot a gap here, and it looks like number 13 Bennett's going to get it. He's going to jink inside 1, he's going to jink inside 2. Will he get over the line? Yes, he will. It's going to be a try for Belfast. And it just looked like the double backdoor pass there in this occasion went back to number 13 Adam Bennett, and he just spotted a half gap. I think it was that Carl Waterman. The double backdoor, yeah, and Carl Water, or was that Scott Sexton, just got caught between two men when there was a bit of space, and it allowed a gap for the little double step, and in goes Adam Bennett. Chance now for Ben Power to reduce the deficit now to just 12 points, or to 11 points, if I can do my maths correctly. Solid off the tee so far today, he has been. And he slots it with ease, so does Ben Power. So now, Dolphin 25, Belfast Harlequins 14. As here we see now is Ollie McCauley comes back on. I was mistaken at first. Ollie McCauley, Campbell College player 2 years ago. He actually scored a try at second row when they played Clonmel. So he's a multi-talented, multidisciplinary positional player. Dolphin go along now with the kickoff. And we'll see now, can they just kind of settle into the second half and not let Belfast too much confidence to come back to this game. You can see really trying to put the pressure on with the Jackals, but it's just not working so far. This half, a little ball over the top against Scott Sexton, though. He's been caught out no man's hand. There's a chance here for Ben Glover. He's got numbers with him. He's going to give the pass. Kudzo's going to try to kick that ball through. It's going to be racing the feet. Who's going to get the... Jordan Sully knocks it backwards. It's going to be knocked forward by somebody, though. Kudzo's going to be on it, and it's going to be a try! And what it seems like from a little bit of a... It looks like Belfast have just figured out Dolphin's USP so far, and 6 minutes into the second half, and they've got 2 scores. Jordan Soley knocked it back, and looks like another potential knock on, but deemed as a no from the referee, from Glover. And then Ross Cadzo, over for what could be his first score in Belfast Harlequins colours. The former Edinburgh under-19s player who recently moved over from Edinburgh Accies. He was certainly one to keep an eye on, and he's proven his threat there now. And Power slots the extras, and all of a sudden that healthy lead at half-time has been completely wiped out, and Belfast Harlequins are now within 4 points. Dolphin really need to wake up here now and get going this second half. Look, around half-time I know Robert Reardon had his scoring, fell back down the top try scorers as Darrell Foley overtook him, but I'm sure he said to me he's going to come back and getting a few of his own soon. So they could do with him in the pitch at the minute. Great chase there from Darrell Buckley though, and the follow from Owen Sheehan. A real good clear from Dolphin, and it looks like Owen Sheehan went off his feet in that breakdown though. And it looks like there was a bit of afters coming on here as well. Some players seem to be gang up on Darrell Foley. Tension's just starting to boil over a little bit now. Referee trying to start some control here. Looks to be a bit of fight coming into this game now, which is exactly what we want from this Dolphin side after a bit of a slow start to the second half. Now, a little bit of a chat going on between the two officials. See what one. Was it a third man in, or was it something else? Or did he spot anything? But we'll find out in a moment now when we see the referee's whistle go. He's going to chat to both captains first anyways, Ben Glover and Brian O'Mahony. I think we're going to keep the same thing, as it looks like the teacher just disciplining his students. We can see the touch, the official running towards on the sideline going down, so it looks like it's going to be the same as just a bit of a warning and a chat to both players. Get the teams to calm down a little bit. Bit of a cop on, and we'll get going again. Now, it was a tight angle against Graham, but he didn't get as much as he would have wanted. The Dolphin crowd certainly aren't happy with the distance that the touch judge has given on the kick. Important here for Dolphin to get right back into this game. Dave Byrne has been doing very well. Richie Heaslip came off and put in a great performance in the first half. Owen Sheen has been disrupting a line out alongside Richie Heaslip. See, can they do something here again? Unfortunately, Richie wasn't able to get ahead on that occasion. The maul has been set from Belfast Harlequins and it's starting to move slowly. Now we'll see what kind of thing they can say here. Dolphin trying to slow it down, so jumps off the base of the maul. Vaughan trying to get out of the way after making the tackle. He does so fine. Ollie McCauley on the ball there now with the blue scrum cap. Again, Sam Boyle trying to go over that one. Dolphin really trying to push those jackals, and it's not working so far in the second half. A little tip on there from Belfast Harlequins, getting some good momentum on their carries here. A bit slower that time though, a bit slower to set. Hands and Ben Power is going to jink inside one, he's still brought to ground. Behind the gain on that occasion though. And they'll go for a nice little flick on there from Graham. He holds that ball very, very well, so he does. But unfortunately, he's just gone forward. A lovely look like a shoot there from Dave O'Mahony to block the pass back door. Graham was very smart just to see it and almost releasing Stephen Hunter. But unfortunately, he's gone forward. You could see his name was there in shining lights in front of him. He thought he was away. So we'll have a Dolphin put into the scrum now, right on halfway line, just a little bit to the left of the centre of the pitch, on this near side. Strong scrum there, and Dolphin going around the penalty, so even both sides again, penalty count-wise from the scrum time. A penalty apiece. It's been a very solid scrum from both teams today, actually, I must admit. Seems like there's some subs getting ready on the Dolphin bench. We might see Ryan Foley and Dara Sullivan coming into the fray very shortly. Dara Sullivan, he missed a couple of matches, missing against Enniscorthy through illness. Wasn't in the squad for Ballyclare, but a chance now. He's been a fine player so far this season, doing a lot of that donkey grunt work, that unthankful work. Thankless jobs, they say. And Ryan Foley, will see, will he bring a bit of a different game to Darrell, who's been controlling the ball well so far for Dolphin today. Throwing his forwards around. Now Dolphin set them all. This time Richard Heaslip receives it. It's been moving fast and early though. And it looks like a slip from the back of the maul and it's gone loose. It's going to be a penalty to Dolphin. And it looks like, I think, against number one, I reckon, was he offside, or did he come from an offside position, maybe taking the man, coming around and taking the man down? But we'll have a little moment there because Phil Dowling, I think, hurt himself as he was injured as he went to ground there. Hopefully he'll be okay. And a chance here now. Captain Fantastic Hugh O'Connell running on with the water just to have a few words with the players and get him clued in now for the next job. Now a chat from the referee to Ben Glover. I wonder, is he just going to say to him that a couple of penalties in the red zone, now there haven't been too many, but every time you could be deemed as cynical, you could be in danger even without a warning for a man to go to the bin. So I wonder, is he just going to remind him of that? I think they've given away, is it 9 penalties so far now today? Now Dolphin are up near 5, I think, but still they're the wrong side. Too high a number. Now Jordy bangs that ball into the touch, so it'll be a 5 metre line out to Dolphin. What do we do? Richard Heathsip is the target. He takes it comfortably. Dolphin set them all. Belfast are very much equal to it this time. Much better setup, but it's moving sideways. Now it's going to be a chance for it to break off. No. Phil Dowling's going to take it. He's going to urge for himself. And he's over as Phil Dowling. Right from the back of the maul is Phil Dowling for try number 12. Third try of the season. And as we said to him pre-game, we'll say to him again, now having overtaken Munster and Irish player Niall Scanlon for tries for Dolphin. 12 tries to his name. And that now puts him level with Dave O'Mahony and James Vaughan for tries for Dolphin, with only half of the appearances. Great effort from Phil. As you see, Ryan Foley coming to the fray for brother Darrell. Big score for Dolphin. That wraps up the bonus point as well. Chance for Jordy now to slot some extras again. And he's done it, inching it in off with the help of the post that time. So just like the reverse fixture finished, it's going to be Dolphin 32, Belfast 21. And it looks like James Vaughan's going to be the one to make way here. A strong opening 50 minutes from James Vaughan. Very well. He's done very well at the breakdown. His jackals have been phenomenal today, actually. So Darragh O'Sullivan will come on for him, and I think we might see a shift from Brian O'Mahony to 6 or 7. Now a little change in the switch of direction from the kickoff from Belfast Harlequins. They've gone to the left hand side rather than the, or right hand side rather than the left, targeting the backs there, but Cameron Choxey takes that ball in comfortably. And a chance here for Richard Heathsip to carry, just for Dolphin to set themselves up again. But unfortunately, Tom Sheehan, or no, it seems as if Heathsip himself seems to have not have released. And so Belfast will have a penalty and a chance for them to immediately push back again. And it looks like they're going to go for the corner. Stephen Weir immediately walking towards that 5 metre line, indicating his intent. And indeed, it's gone to the 5 metre line. So we'll see now what can Belfast Harlequins do with this opportunity. Just one try off the bonus point themselves, which they'll be very happy to get, but we need to really try and hold them out as the season edges nears towards its conclusion. Still another 5 games to go after this, but bonus points restart will become crucial, especially for Belfast Harlequins, who are right there at the top. Couple of dummies there has worked well from the lifters, and they'll set that maul now. Dolphin have done well to hold it so far. They've been told once, they're going to have to use it there now. Brian O'Mahony's there, looks like it's broken off. Brian O'Mahony's in there alongside, I can't tell from here, it's Phil Dowling it was actually. Fantastic work there from Phil Dowling. It looks like a late hit to the head there actually, I'm not sure the referee saw that. Some brilliant work from the base there from Phil Dowling, just spotting the slight breakaway. Brian O'Mahony coming in to support him, getting that ball to ground, making it unplayable. And I think the assistant ref may have seen that. It looked like a late hit from the 9, shoulder to the head. So to see substitution here now. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty. Yeah. Interesting call from their free, because normally a late shot like that should be a card, but we'll take the penalty. I think it's gone against number 9, Ross Cadzo, as Jordy clears the line. A nice little get out of jail free card there from Dolphin. Some brilliant work defensively, and Belfast let them get out very easily with a cheap penalty. So now Dolphin have a line out just on the other side of the 10-metre line. As you see some subs coming now for Belfast Harlequins. Ollie McCauley comes off, and we see number 18, Benji Neal, come on. We also see Cameron Hillis has joined the pitch as well. Just about held on there at the front from Richie Heaslip. Dolphin going to run this one now. Sam Boyle on the ball. He's going to carry on his own. Brian O'Mahony, he's not able to get with him. He's there for the seal though. Advantage there for a late movement, I think. And Cameron Shock's going to spot a gap in behind as he kicks it towards the corner. There's no 50-22 on here, but it might hit touch anyways. But it's going to be brought back for the penalty. There's a lot of calls here for a 50-22, but it was inside the Belfast Harlequins half when the play originated, so it can't be a 50-22 because Dolphin brought it back. So, right in front of the post in the middle of the pitch here now, but not rolling away is the call from the referee. And he has brought it back to the other side of the 50 metre line. Right. A lot of chatter going on between the fans and the officials today, it seems. I will have to consult the footage after the match, but it looked as if the penalty had been committed with inside the Belfast half, which would have meant that when the ball was passed back over the 50 metre line, that the 50-22 was not on, but the referee judged that it was, and therefore the 50-22 does count, so the 50-22 is given. And so I have talked myself into a hole, and I'll just take the free out here. Now, line of time. Owen Sheen takes it clear at the back. Maul set from Dolphin again. Now, it's not moving so much. Phil Downing has a look up at the head and decides we're going to keep going. He's well used to going through the trenches in the mud with the defence forces, and he's going to keep moving here. Slowly eking yard by yard, metre by metre. Ryan Foley in the back to give him a bit of a helping hand with some eyes. He's going to take the ball now. Cameron Shock's in the ball. He's going to pop it inside ball towards Carl Waterman. Unfortunately, he's taken down at the first opportunity, which is a rarity for Carl. Around the corner comes Brian O'Mahony. Owen Sheen with him in support. What will Dolphin do here? It looks like Dave Byrne could be on his own here. Darragh Sullivan's there. They'll clear one out now. Cameron Shock's, he's going back door. Scott Sexton just about holds on to the ball. He's going to be met by two players here. Driven away back behind the gain line here. And it's going to be crucial for Dolphin just to secure this and re-establish themselves. And the way it looks like Belfast Harlequins are opting to leave those breakdowns and just set themselves up defensively, try and disrupt as much as they can. Flicked blind, Jordan Sully on the ball, Cameron Shock's in the ball. It looks like a no arms, and the referee has seen it. It's going to be against Hotham, and this could be a bit of danger here now. A no arms tackle against Dara Buckley. We just see this again now in the replay. Thanks to Paul Geesey and Relive It to streaming these games. The backdoor dink, and looks like Hotham, yeah. No bend there, it seems. No wrap at the shoulder. Now, they only saw it in real time, so we'll see what's going to happen here. But we have the benefit of the video. So, the referees have had their chat, the officials. Going to have a chat with Glover and Hotham, and we'll see what colour the card will be. As Dave Byrne leaves, and it's going to be red! A red card for Tate Hotham. And Belfast Harlequins are going down to 14 men for the last 20 minutes. Now, I can only assume this is due to the high degree of danger, no mitigation, because he never once bent, nor the attacker wasn't bent, the tackler never bent either, and there was no attempt. It was a high shot, red card. And during that phase, we heard a lot of applauses. Dave Byrne, who put in a phenomenal shift the last minute today, makes way after 95 appearances for the club, and he'll be replaced by Johnny Leahy, who has 128 caps of experience. A genius at the sack and the line out is Johnny Leahy, and he's immediately involved. See if Dolphin now can get a score right from the line out here. It looks like they might, and he's over! Phil Downing for his second try of the game! the Dolphin Maul just getting the edge there. We'll thank Johnny Leahy for his incredible efforts off the bench, and Phil Dowling will be very happy. 13 tries now for Phil Dowling, 2 for the day. That he now, I believe, if I consult my notes, he is now the second time he scored twice in a game. One of the 45 men to do it for Dolphin. That has now tied him with John Fitzgerald, tied 10th for most tries for the club, and he's going to love that statistic after the match. He said to me beforehand, what's the most tries someone has scored in a game for Dolphin? I told him 4, and he said, I'm going to score all 4 on my own today. He's halfway there now. And the extras are added from Jordan Soley. High-flying Dolphin now on 39 points. They lead by 18. Dolphin 39, Belfast Harlequins 21. Again, as you also know, Dolphin have been putting in great performances here in Virgin Media Park all season, getting those bonus points. That's 5 tries now today. And it looks like an offside there, and unfortunate cheap penalty to give away there from a knock-on, and Darragh Sullivan claimed it in an offside position. And I imagine Belfast Harlequins will immediately go for the corner and try keep themselves alive. We must remember, now they'll be down to 14, there will be the overlap out wide, but it's going to be, you can't just expect it to be there at every opportunity. The crucial thing will be about sucking in the numbers as much as you can, and then exploiting your space out wide when it arrives. You can't be forcing it too early because you might just mess it up, which is why we often actually see a lot of teams, once they go into 14, especially in the wing, they actually tend to hold strong. But we'll see how well Dolphin can exploit this now. But for now, Belfast will have an attacking opportunity of their own, and it hits the middle of the line out and sacked immediately. As we said, Johnny Leahy, the specialist at the line out time, and they're going to go for a pick and carry here. It's going to be very important for Belfast just to get a score. They need that try bonus point. They're going to be looking for it. They're just shy, just a metre or two shy now, it seems. Around the corner, little dummy inside. Cameron Shoxey's over that one, brings him down. Where's the ball? It's still there. It's getting scrappy now, it's hard to see, and it looks like it's going to be over the line, and there's people under it. It's going to be held up from Dolphin, and it's going to be a goal line dropout. And a very, very strong defensive set there from Dolphin. Be very, very happy with that. And it looks like number 8, Christian Benison, has taken a knock now, so we'll see what's happened. Take a minute for him. Right, just as we have a moment, there's for an injury, I'll just give you an update on the scores around the league, around the division. So Enniscorthy currently lead Omagh 26 points to 21. Looks like Omagh are starting to come back into it a little bit after a slow start to the season, getting a draw against Middleton last week, and they're putting up Enniscorthy. Monkstown have taken the lead. They lead 26 points to 17 ahead of Tullamore away. Ballyclare have taken the lead away at Ardguiha, which is going to be a big result for them. They lead 15 points to 14. And Middleton have now pulled ahead as well away at Brough. They lead 15 points to 8. I know we've had some strong turnout in the video today, so I want to say a big thank you. I know we were asked you earlier where you all coming from, so it's good to see so many people coming from abroad. Actually, I think we had a mention of Alicante, there was mentions of Manchester. I'm sure there's many watching from up north today who couldn't travel down. The Solies over in New Zealand. Good to see Neil O'Mahony watching for the two brothers as well. The O'Mahonys both playing very well today, actually. Brian O'Mahony's been doing some very, very strong carries, and brother Dave, with his experience, has helped out as well. Now, that goal line dropout didn't go to hand, but it's gone backwards, so it's a second opportunity here for Bennett. It's good to see lovely interaction. Joel, I'm sure you would have loved to be here away in your travels. I'd say Cork would be an exotic location to be, especially today at 2:30. As we approach 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you would have loved to have been travelling down here, but look, you're not. And so the lads are putting in their best shift without you. But unfortunately, so far, Dolphin are the ones on top here. Now, Belfast Harlequins are trying to get some stamp into this game. They really want that bonus point, try bonus point. But looks like Captain Ben Glover is in some serious pain here. But they're going to continue anyways. And unfortunately, a wasted opportunity. It's Ben Power ran straight into the back of number 5, Patrick Hall. And it's going to be a penalty for crossing for Dolphin. And we'll have a chance now. And hopefully Ben Glover is okay, because he seemed to be wriggling around in a bit of pain with his shoulder, I assume, or I would guess from this position. Some fresh legs coming on. 2-try hero Phil Dowling makes way for Cian Scott. Dave Manny runs off as we see Vaughan return back onto the pitch. And we also see Dave Byrne come back onto the pitch in place of Tom Sheehan. A well-deserved round of applause for the players. Phil Dowling, there was a bit of hot contest on his appearances. I know he was eyeing up his 50th for the big photo shoot, but we've got him down as 53, so we'll say he's on 50 until we can get the photo up for him. Dave O'Mahony making cap 179. I reckon he's got another year in him to try beat out that record try see if he can take over. I think it's Barry Keesh with the most appearances, and he'll want to get that big 200. We'll see. We'll have a chat towards the end of the season and get one more year out of him. It's definitely in him. And Tom Sheehan, who's been a fantastic addition to the club this season. Plenty of experience across teams in 2C with Thomond, with Middleton, put in a good shift with the Defence Forces. They beat the Guard of Veterans, I think, or a couple of weeks ago. Phil Dowling, the manager for that side. Tom Sheehan, 12 appearances this season, today number 13. He's actually started every game except for this reverse fixture, which was up in Belfast. 2 tries to his name. As a big round of applause going to Ben Glover as he gingerly makes way, and we all wish him the best, and hopefully it's not too serious of an injury. Now, Jordan Soley gets play resuming with a kick to touch, and will bring play to just on the 10-metre line, we'll say, inside the Belfast Harlequins half. And I've had a few comments mentioning the noise around today, and I do want to apologise. We are not actually in a menagerie. It's just a little bit of work from what I assume is Munster branch to try and keep this place clear of the birds, so you can hear them all frolicking in the background through the speakers. Now, a little bit of a play coming from the Dolphin backs, and James Vaughan, thinking he's one of them, slots in, carries. Up and blind here, Jordan Soley with a loose ball here now. A chance for him to attack. Very dangerous man when he gets his chance. Dave Byrne, another strong carry. Bounces one. He'd love that now. I'm sure himself and Kyo will be chatting about that. He'll make sure everyone's seen that one after the game. And a good dink forward there. Ball in behind. Dolphin just piling the pressure on here. Inside that, Belfast Harlequins 22. And they'll have to clear their lines here now as they have their own line out. Dolphin a chance to just keep this pressure on and try push away and build away with that lead. So I'm hearing, just for an update on the clock, I'm hearing there's 14 minutes left in the game, not the 7 that this clock might show. So we'll just keep an eye on that as we go along. And it looks like an infringement. I don't know if it was an early jumper closing in the gap, but it's going to be a free kick to Belfast. And an easy out, considering the pressure they're under. And I'm sure Luke Graham will happily boot that ball. I know it'll be a Dolphin put into lineup, but at least it'll be territorially be the gain for them, which he does now. And actually, he has not found his touch, but he's found the ball inside the Dolphin half. Kyle Waterman back to Jordan Soley, who's going to kick it himself, and it's going to be just outside the 22. So a chance here to counter-attack for Adam Bennett. Sam Boyle brings him down. Dar Buckley trying to slow that ruck down just enough for the Dolphin defence to get themselves set. A big hit there from DB on Patrick Hall. Backdoor there from Graham. Ben Power on the ball. See, can they just spread that ball wide and suck in a defender? Looks like they can't. The ball's loose there at the break. There seems to be no pillar there, was there? And it's going to be a penalty. I think that's going to be an offside. Yeah. I don't think James Vaughan was in that pillar position in a legal capacity at least. And it'll be a chance now for Luke Graham to find touch for an actual Belfast Harlequins line at this time. Unfortunately, the commentator's curse is hit and he's not found touch, and Jordan Sully's going to mark it, but it's not allowed, so he's going to continue on and boot that ball off the park himself. Belfast Harlequins going for the quick one though. Luke Graham has another chance to redeem himself here. He's going to run on this occasion. He's got Adam Bennett with him. Scott Sexton's up to meet him though. Sam Boyle comes in with the tackle. Darragh Buckley's trying to get over that one, as is Owen Sheehan. Buckley's on the ball. It's loose. It's come out and Luke Graham's over, but it's going to be deemed a penalty to Belfast, which I think is a little bit harsh, but you can forgive the referee, Brian Bennett, on this occasion, because it was on this near side that you could spot the ball having popped out. Now, a quick tap and go from Belfast Harlequins. Ball thrown over, and they're trying to just spread that ball wide, really just trying whatever they can do at this stage to get that bonus point score. Sam Boyle's screaming for numbers to fold around. A little bit of a gap in the middle now. Can the defence readjust for this? And will Belfast exploit this opportunity? Bennett coming into line a lot now to cover Tane, having gone off the red card. Good tackle there from Darragh Buckley though, bringing down Ben Power. Just inside the Dolphin half an hour, Belfast Harlequins are going to have a lot of work to do. John Leahy making the tackle on this occasion, but it's a good carry. Brings play to the 10-metre line, and he's going to be pinged for not rolling away. It's going to be a quick tap and go from Cadzo. He's brought to ground, but gets the offload. Now, Belfast Harlequins moving fast. A lot of work to be done, but they want this score. They really do. Graham goes for the offload, but it's deemed forward, and it'll be brought back for the penalty. I think it's not 10 from the original one that Cadzo took fast. I don't know who it was against, but just gives us a chance to catch our breath a little bit. So the referee decides to give a check in his clock. I reckon there might be about 10 minutes left in this game. And Graham will boot that ball to the corner. Sorry, Ben Powell will boot the ball to the corner on this occasion. Just onto the 5-metre line now. How well can Dolphin hold them up this time? Right, big line out here for both sides. They go up at the front again to Belfast Harlequins. Johnny Leahy's there with the sack again, though. He does it lovely stuff from Johnny Leahy, but there's a little show and go there against Cian Scott, but the ball's there just on the line now. Big defensive shift needed from Dolphin here. Another carry from Belfast Harlequins. Ben Power there on this occasion, brought backwards another metre. They're 2 metres away from the line here. Dolphin trying whatever they can just to slow this ruck down, and it's going to be a penalty for a high tackle, it seems. Quick tap and go here from Ollie McCauley. He's going to go for himself. Is he held up? He is held up, and it's a waste opportunity for Belfast Harlequins. They're very much not happy with this decision. They don't seem to have been happy with a lot of referees' call today. And it seems to have worked. He's going to bring it back for a penalty. It's very hard to follow. There's a lot of chats going on between the pressure for the players and the referee. A lot of chat going on, but he seems to have, unless there was another offence committed, it seems that quick penalty that was taken has been brought back, which I don't know is fully allowed, but they think they're over this time. But is that held up? No, it's just short because play is continuing, but the referee has given the try this time. So I'm not sure who's gotten it. I wonder, was it on the line and maybe just tapped down from a Belfast Harlequins player? It is hard to tell. Things are going quite frantically over here now. Yeah, and I think that might be a bit of genius from number 9, Ross Cadzo. I think the ball was on the line at ruck time, so he just had to tap it, because when it's on the line, it still counts. So that's the bonus point for Belfast Harlequins. And now this is a chance to reduce the lead to 11 points. There's still time for them in this game, but they're going to need to start acting fast and working quick here. Power shot in the extras will definitely help. Dolphin now lead 39 points to 28. 2 tries there now for Ross Cadzo. Definitely showing his worth, the new signing. Big test for Dolphin now just to see this game out. We're into the final 10 minutes here. I know our clock might say 79, but there's at least 5 to 7 minutes, I'd say. So we'll try go off the referee's body language as the game goes on. Right, Jordan Sully knocks that one long. give Belfast a lot of work, but it's gone backwards, and then might have gone forward. But Darragh Buckley's going for the ball, and he's gotten it. Belfast have fallen asleep there for a moment, and Dolphin on the ball. It's out, it's loose. Who's on it? James Vaughan's on the ball. He's going to run it. He's going to carry. Has he got a man with him? Yes, he does. It's Darragh O'Sullivan. 2 metres short. 1 metre short, maybe. Dolphin all of a sudden pick and go opportunity here for a try of their own. They're going to go back door. Cameron Shock is going to go for the crossfield. This is dangerous, but the bounce has worked. Carl Waterman's there. Can he run it in? Yes, he can. He's going to be over the corner. It's Carl Waterman. And that might just be it for Dolphin today, I'd say. A 6 try fest here. Carl Waterman with a try of his own for today. His 3rd try of the season. Some brilliant work again from Darragh Buckley, just following up the chase, putting on the pressure. Belfast falling asleep when they dropped that ball. The crossfield, the bounce, just working there. A little bit of luck, you could say, involved. And Carl Waterman did very well just to run that ball in with the support from Scott Sexton. Brilliant stuff yet again from Dolphin. Big effort from Jordan Soley, and he's gotten it. And he's up to 46 now. 46 points to 28. Now looking for a ball, a bit of a slow, I think Belfast there. I don't know, it's the wind out of their sails now. I think a losing bonus might be a bit too much. Full time around, we see Enniscorthy have come away. I assume it'll be the 5 points away at Omagh. So a 5-point win here is going to be big for us as well, to make sure we stay ahead of them. Monkstown currently lead 26-17. Clonmel have retaken the lead against Ballyclare, 19-15 they lead. Middleton lead 15 points to 11. I wonder, big hit there from Ryan Foley, or was that Scott Sexton? Scott Sexton putting in a good shift today. He's not been as involved or as notably involved as other games, but it's still some brilliant work, and looks like a turn of the breakdown. No. An illegal rip, it seems, against Darragh O'Sullivan. So if we just look at the potential implications of today's result, Enniscorthy will stay ahead of Dolphin, but crucially 5 points here will bring Dolphin 2 points shy of Belfast Harlequins. So it's really starting to tighten up at the top. Great stuff there from Jordan Sully to keep that ball in. Now Ryan Foley trying what to do with it. Cameron actually spots a gap, and we're going to counter-attack from deep here. Bucks is going to go for the chase, but unfortunately the bounce won't go his way. So line out just inside the Dolphin half to Belfast Harlequins, and I think now we're into the final couple of minutes. We'll see what's left in this game. I think I saw a signal for 3 minutes. Yeah, it looks to be, I think, 3 or 4 minutes left now. We'll see just at this point, teams looking to get, looking to really just stat pad here and try and work on that points difference, which could be crucial coming into the season. Unfortunately, clean take at the back line. Owenshi not able to disrupt that as much as he would have liked. A good line there though from Ben Power, and there's a chance here for Adam Bennett as he makes ground. A good gain there for Belfast Harlequins. Darragh Sullivan's over that ball though, and he's won the penalty as well. Brilliant work there from Darragh Sullivan off the bench for Dolphin. And I wonder, for West Cork Whisky, who've been sponsoring the Man of the Match Awards, who they're going to give it to after this game. We've had some incredible performances today. Jordan Soley off the tee has been incredible as always. Cameron Shaughnessy has spotted some beautiful gaps today. Sam Boyle has stood up to the hole left from Craig O'Connell very, very well. And then in the pack today have just been incredible. Richie Heaslip off the bench, the inexperienced under 20 back row has been incredible. Owen Sheehan as always. Darragh Sullivan off the bench. Dave Byrne has put in an incredible shift today. James Vaughan, Jackling, Dave O'Mahony, Brian O'Mahony putting in some brilliant carries. And as you approach, we'll just, as we're mentioning, the sponsor. We'll mention a few more. A big like Virgin Media, who've been huge sponsors for us. Kiri's Nissan, who are always incredibly reliable. Chance here as we go wide though. I'll stop for a moment, but unfortunately ball's not gone to hand for Geordie, and it's been turned over by Belfast. I just say another actual big thank you to O'Riordan Centre on the Tory Top Road, who came on today as the sponsor for today's lunch and for this match, which is very, very well appreciated. And all the funds are crucial. They help us keep this club going for all ages, teams, all ages, men's and women's, girls and boys. It's incredible to see everyone going, and we always appreciate and love your support. Now, back to the game though, as it's certainly not over, although there's a bit of a dial from the crowd. The players are still going as if their life depends on it, as they always will. Cadzo going blind. Bennett, who's been involved so much since the red card, is putting a good shift off that wing. Carr from Ben Power running into 2 Dolphin players and still making ground though. Belfast really going for another try here. They're pushing, they're making their yards, but it's going to be tough work. Just on that Dolphin 22-metre line here, wrapped up by 2 Dolphin players. He gets this the offload though. Carry there from Luke Graham. This time it looks like it's going to be a ripped, is it? It is, but it's gone loose to the hands of a Belfast Harlequins player. Cameron Shocks is trying to get that. Slowly, it's just getting a bit scrappy here now. Chance here out wide. Ben Powers on the ball. He's got Jordan Sawyer to beat, and he's going to beat him out wide, and a bit of a soft tackle, and I think that could be it. But Ben Powers over in the corner for 5th try for the day for Belfast Harlequins. And I think the silence of the crowd really says it all. It's just a points difference at this stage. But what matters most is the team who scored the most points, which is how we win matches. The most obvious statement you can make, but yeah. And today, crucially, Dolphin scored 46 of them, and Belfast, well, they're on 33 at the moment. We might see them climb up to 35 in a moment. Ben Power will have an opportunity to convert his own kick for the 2nd time today, sharing 2 tries with number 9, Ross Cadzo. But more importantly, the man who scored 2 tries for Dolphin was Phil Dowling. 2 crucial tries for Phil. Stat padding himself, so he is. And he's just going to send that one to the right and wide, and that's going to be the final whistle here today in Virgin Media Park. An incredible game of rugby today that finishes Dolphin 46, Belfast Harlequins 33.